Welcome to the MasterMind Library. They call me Ferdinand, the bringer of balance, leader of many disciplines, and your host of the MasterMind Library, the home of the MasterMind Book Club. We are at the last chapter of an amazing book, Sacred Woman by Queen Afua. If you are able to purchase this book, support this woman. She did a masterpiece. She created a masterpiece with this collection of material in here. 16 chapters of absolute righteousness. Super important for the Asiatics of our world to learn this material. This is a compilation of really everything that's needed to achieve world peace. So today, we're in chapter 16 of Sacred Woman, the last chapter, and we're also going to touch the afterword. All right. Chapter 16, Gateway 11, Sacred Work. Spiritual Guardian, Mesh Kinet. Ancestor, Madam C.J. Walker. Elders, Maxine Waters, Angela Bassett. Contemporaries, Queen Latifah, Jada Pinkett Smith. And here goes your altar work, ladies. All right. Gateway 11, Sacred Work, Daily Spiritual Observances. Gateway Element, Earth. Sacred work helps you overcome the birthing blues of stagnation, fear, lack, and limitation. Once you go through this gateway, you will begin to build with purpose your sacred work. Perform spiritual exercises of ascension daily, beginning for 7 days to awaken the possibility of purpose. Then for 12 weeks and thereafter, develop and birth your work with the teachings found within this gateway. 1. Spiritual bath. Use the essential oil of fennel to open your crown, Arit, chakra. Fennel assists you in opening up to the treasure chest of your divine purpose. Add 4 to 6 drops of fennel oil to your bath water and receive the messages to help align you to your purpose. Also add 4 to 6 drops to a bowl of purified water on your altar and sprinkle a few drops around your prayer space. 2. Your altar. Set up your sacred altar on the first day of your entry into this gateway. You may set up your altar according to your spiritual or religious beliefs. See page 18. Sit before it quietly and meditatively on the floor, on a pillow, or in a comfortable chair. Anoint with fennel oil. Select only pure essential oils. Use essential oil of fennel to anoint your crown and your third eye, in the center of your forehead between the brows, the body temple gateway of supreme spirituality. Next, anoint the heart, the body temple gateway of compassion and divine love. Also, anoint your womb area, the palms of your hands, to make everything you touch become more sacred, and the bottoms of your feet, to spiritually align yourself for stepping out in power, promise, and faith. 3. Opening the gateway. In your prayers to each of the gateway guardians, you may use whatever words pour from your heart. For example, here's a prayer that might be used to open the way to your sacred work in Gateway 11. Sacred and Divine Meshkinet, spiritual guardian of the gateway of sacred work, I thank you in advance for presenting me with my divine purpose. Please accept my deepest gratitude for your healing presence on my altar and in my life. Thank you for your guidance and inspiration, and for your love and blessings. And please accept my love and blessings in return. Het Tepu. 4. Libation. Pour a libation for the sacred work gateway from a cup, or sprinkle water from a bowl onto the earth or a plant, as you call out this prayer of praise and adoration. I pour this libation in praise and adoration of the Sacred Mother, guardian of Gateway 11, Meshkinet of birthing. I pour this libation in praise and adoration of the ancestor of Gateway 11, Madam C.J. Walker. I pour this libation in praise and adoration of the elders of Gateway 11, Angela Bassett and Maxine Waters. I pour this libation in praise and adoration of my divine self and my divine contemporaries, Queen Latifah and Jada Pinkett Smith. 5. Sacred Woman Spirit Prayer. Gently ring your bell or softly play another sacred instrument at the beginning and end of the prayer. Sacred Spirit, Netter, hold me near, close to your bosom. Protect me from all harm and fear, from the blows of life. Direct my steps in the right way as I journey through this vision. Sacred Spirit, surround me in your absolute perfect light. Anoint me in your sacred purity, peace, and divine insight. Bless me, truly bless me as I share this sacred life. Teach me, Sacred Spirit, to be in tune with the universe. Teach me how to heal with the inner and outer elements of air, fire, water, and earth. 6. Sacred Work Prayer. Nuk, Puk, Nuk, Meshkinet. I am that I am, Meshkinet. Blessings rain from birth. I have been given a sacred work that was designed specifically for me, a work that was passed down by my ancestors who have gone before me, a work that reflects who I am, my mission on earth, my gratitude of living, my passion, and my purpose. O Creator, Creatress, if by chance I am unconscious of my sacred work, I commit to fast and pray until it is revealed to me in a dream or a vision, by day or by night or day. I will purify until you show me the way to my sacred work. For when my sacred work makes itself known to me, I vow to have courage to live it, to be about my mother's, father's work. I vow to cherish the gifts that are bestowed upon me through my sacred work. May the works that come through me not only be a blessing to me, but also received, used, and shared, a blessing by all others. This I pray. Chanting Hezi. Chant this Hezi 4 times. Nuk, Poop, Netert, Hunt. I am a sacred woman. 8. Fire breaths. Prepare your fire breaths by slowly inhaling 4 times and exhaling 4 times. Then, when you are totally at ease, begin your 1200 fire breaths. Inhale deeply like a pump through your nose, mouth closed, as you expand the breath down into the abdomen, then back up to the chest. Completely exhale out through your nostrils from your abdomen as it contracts and the lungs release your breath completely. Repeat this breath rapidly in and out, in and out. Allow each deep fire breath to represent the opening of the 1,000 lotus petals of illumination and radiance, ultimately reaching Nefer Atum, the ultimate African lotus station of divinity. 9. Gateway 11. Meshkinet meditation. Each day of the 21 days you spend working through Gateway 11, increase the length of time you spend in meditation. The longer you are in meditation, the deeper your inner peace will be, and the more vibrant your Ka, spirit, will become. The cleaner your body temple, the sooner it will be able to live permanently in the peace and inner balance of the meditative state. The sacred womb meditation. Squat while pressing down on birthing bricks, one on each side, right and left. Bear down as you inhale and exhale. With each breath, visualize your vision through your womb as you continue to breathe deep in and out. See yourself crowning a golden bright light of your vision, your purpose, your work, emerging from your womb. Then take a final deep breath in and out as the fullness of your baby, your purpose, is born. With your hands by your womb, catch your vision, and then bring her to your chest, bring her to your breast, your heart, and hold her close. Lovingly commit to nurse your vision as she grows day by day. Give thanks to the divinity within for birthing your divine purpose. Color visualization. In Gateway 11, which honors the element of earth. Visualize gold for prosperity and wealth. As you perform your meditation, wear a piece of gold cloth on your on yourself, scarf or head wrap, and place a gold cloth on your altar. Sacred stone meditation. While in meditation, hold a clear quartz in your palm over your womb. The clear quartz is the sacred healing stone of Gateway 11. It amplifies the clarity of your inner vision, giving you the ability to see your purpose clearly. 10. Herbal tonics. Drink herbal tea while you're doing your altar, prayer work, and journal work in Gateway 11. Use the Heal Thyself Woman's Herbal Formula. See the product list in the appendix for general womb wellness. Alfalfa tea, made from the plant's roots and leaves, is another useful tonic for Gateway 11, as it strengthens higher vision while purifying the body's anatomy. Drink your tea for 21 days to receive the full benefits of attuning to Gateway 11. Enjoy your herb tea in your favorite mug during or after spiritual writing. Be sure to finish the tea before 1 p.m. Preparation. Use 1 tea bag or 1 teaspoon loose tea to 8 ounces of water boiled in a non-metallic pot. Boil water, turn off flame, then add tea and steep. Strain herbs from water. Drink before or after your morning bath or sacred shower. Drink with joy and peace as you breathe quietly between sips and settle into easy contemplation. 11. Flower essences. To deepen your experience of Gateway 11, take 4 drops of chlorophyll essence 4 times per day directly on or under the tongue, or add the same amount to a small glass of purified water and sip. For instructions on how to choose flower essences, see page 23. 12. Diet and movement. Daily, follow the Sacred Woman Natural Living dietary laws given in the Womb Wellness Cleansing Food Plan. See page 71. And do the Dance of the Womb movements presented in Gateway 3. Omit soy, limit whole grain and starch. Increase green vegetables to strengthen your purpose. 13. Sacred work, journal writing. Journal writing is best done after your sacred bath and/or meditation. When you are cleansed and centered, you can receive spiritual messages from the One Most High with grace. When in the spirit, messages travel down through your spirit mind, to your heart, into your hand, and onto the paper. This is how I do all of my writing. The best time to receive your spiritually written work is after you have completed your altar work, between the hours of 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. Keep a very special pen and journal by or on your altar to work with the power, force, and stillness at the coming of dawn. At this time, write in your journal the thoughts, activities, experiences, and interactions that occurred previously in your daily life. You might also want to write down your self-inspired hopes, visions, desires, and affirmations so that you can draw on them for help and support when needed. You'll be surprised at how healing and sustaining your journal wisdom can be. 14. Sanab Freedom Shawl or Quilt. By the time you reach Gateway 11, your Sanab Freedom Shawl or quilt should be completed. 15. Sacred Tools. Your support team and your business plan birthing wheel of your vision are your most sacred tools. Embrace them as they embrace you, and together you grow your purpose. 16. Sacred Reminder. Throughout the next 21 days to a season, you are to observe closely the wisdom presented in Gateway 11. For maximum results, live freely in tune with the various systems of body, mind, and spirit wellness presented. Closing sacred words. Divine Creator Creatress, help me to honor and treat my purpose in a most sacred way. Thank you for all the blessings you have granted me on this sacred journey as I bring my purpose to full term. Birthing our lives. Did you hear? We're about to birth a new world. Become one with yourself, your work, and birth your vision. Get in line with the divine, the creative force within you. Through the help of the Great Spirit Mesh Connect, the spiritual guardian and caretaker of sacred wombs that houses the life of woman and man, the Great Spirit will guide you to your sacred vision. if you dare to step to your natural rhythm. Family, the root of your sacred work. In ancient tradition, work was considered family business. In this regard, as people developed in work, particularly entrepreneurship, it was expected that they pass on their skills to blood relatives or extended family. As you grow into your own sacred work, teach your children so that they will get firsthand direction and inspiration about working in a divine family. Be an example to your children as well as to community in creating your life's work. Don't procrastinate. Liberate yourself. Let spirit guide you. Be brave and begin now. Conceiving and birthing your purpose, your sacred work. Create inner works that support you and your family. Create works that support your health. Bring forth financial abundance and restore your harmony. Smai Tawi. Unity is essential for healthy living. You must become emancipated. You must no longer allow your work, your job, to enslave you. When you live your sacred work, you will ensure a disease free existence. As you establish your freedom and live out your destiny, encourage others to do the same. Live your sacred work and witness your body grow in health and transform. Gratitude and joy will take over because you will be living out your true destiny. If you've spent several years working to receive a degree in a particular area and discover that you really have a distaste for your present job, then call on the ancient spirit of Kepera, transformation. Go forth and make Kepera, the change in your work that will give both you and your community fulfillment. Behold, you do not have to remain trapped in that job. Be led by spirit. Move forth and create your world as you would mold and reshape clay. Your life's work, your vision is your clay. Change each step of the way as needed to become your divine self. Think pure thoughts. Eat pure, eat pure non-GMO. Come on, come here. How you doing, buddy? Hey. Are you gonna do some reading too? Okay. Think pure thoughts, eat pure non-GMO organic foods, and perform pure actions to result in pure work. Grow your sacred work inside of you. Do not fear the vastness of your vision. The Creator Creatress has a divine place for you. Step through and beyond your fear and embrace your divine plan. Step out in faith. Be creative. It's all there. Everything you need to create your own business is in your circumference. Start small and grow, or start large and expand. Reach out for help. Help will come. Be bold in spirit. Leap to your success in the workforce that you created, and your life's work will grow immeasurably. Your vision become. Dad, the story ended. Oh, yeah. Okay. Your vision, become the boss lady. Hire those who are at one with your purpose, those who share your vision. Activate. Your sacred work must be an ongoing development process of acknowledgement, acceptance, empowerment, projection, and sharing. Live your sacred work. Your natural talent, your gift, is your divine right. Through activation of your sacred work, you will experience hard work, and you also will experience wholeness, serenity, success, harmony, and prosperity. Activating your sacred work is living your truth. To give up your sacred work or to put it under a rock or aside is to deny yourself from being born. Denial of the birthing is what makes us unfulfilled, frustrated, and impotent. Come alive. Be encouraged and enlightened as you go within to discover the power and joy of living on purpose. Birth a divine vision. The birthing of your divine vision is the Most High's goal for you. Through appropriate use of the Meshkinet birthing principle, we may unleash the birth the gift of our sacred work upon the earth, work that uplifts, empowers, strengthens, restores, charges, and transforms humanity into true goodness. However, if you misuse the birthing wheel and birth visions to manipulate, enslave, dominate, and devalue humanity in any way, you will ultimately receive the shy karma for your actions. Wrong deeds will turn back onto the maker. Such destruction and misuse poison your bloodline for generations to come. What you create and pass on to others must be of highest order to create health, light, and bliss on your pathway homeward to your sacred self. The realization your life's work is a sacred mission. Free yourself. You must live your sacred work. Warning, there is no rest for those who do not live their sacred work. You must live your sacred work to be fully alive. If you ignore, avoid, suppress, or hold back on what the Creator Creatress has blessed you with, your work, your gifts, you will experience disease in body, mind, and spirit. You will be internally blocked or constipated. Sacred work. Work is love made visible. If you cannot work with love, but only with disdain, it is better that you should leave your work and sit at the gate of the temple and take alms on those who work with joy. Khalil Gibran, the prophet. Bye-bye. Since 1977, I have carried this powerful, sacred quote with me on my many journeys. It has assisted me and inspired me with the unfolding of my sacred work, which is teaching people how to heal themselves. When I found that many of my clients, devotees, and students on the Heal Thyself path of purification continue to have physical, emotional, and spiritual blockages, although living a lifestyle of natural living and fasting, I reviewed the state of their relationship to their occupations. In many cases, the lack of living their sacred work was the culprit. It is not just diet alone, be it vegetarian, vegan, or flexitarian. Live live food or cooked food that makes you sick. You may be eating and drinking correctly, and you may release negative relationships from your life. But if you are putting in 40 hours weekly, 160 hours monthly, 1920 hours yearly on a job that feeds your depression, unfulfillment, rage, suppression, disappointment, racism, and or resentment, you will still have blockages. You can end up carrying 25 to 100 excess pounds caused by emotions and toxins that poison your thoughts, your feelings, and your spirit. You are also susceptible to high blood pressure, premature aging, strokes, heart conditions, brain tumors, skin eruptions, stress, and depression, to name a few diseases. Being a conscious woman and man, you must perform the work that the Most High Creator, Creatress has given you. If you march to the beat of another drum, you will be out of rhythm. As you purify your body temple, your work will be revealed to you. If you are already aware of your gifts, but don't know how to actualize it fully, that too shall be revealed. The how, what, and where will be answered as your inner light comes forth through your sacred worth birthing wheel. Your thoughts and your visions will become pure as you live in a high frequency life, a life of ma'at in all ways. My personal sacred work journey. From artist to healer, to spiritualist, to businesswoman, to sacred woman. I am fire. I am air, fire, water, and earth. I transform through all seasons. I am the sun and the moon. I am unlimited dimensions of every possibility. I birth that which is inside of me. The 1960s was a time for freedom fighters, revolutionaries, spiritualists, and health activists to emerge, to bring balance to a troubled Western world. I was caught up in the glorious time of truth, freedom, and self knowledge. I could not help but birth that which was inside of me. It was my time to awaken. As a teenager, I became an artist. It was art in the form of dance that ignited my inner fires, which led me to become one with the rhythm of the drum. On these shores of America the Free, 400 years ago, during the period of chattel slavery, drums had become taboo for Africans to make or play. In the 1960s, I became part of an African cultural spiritual revolution. We were breaking free. We began to love ourselves, our hair, our color, our drums and dance, our heritage, ourselves. African dance and drum sprang forth from my culture and inspired my rebirth. It was the beginning of reclaiming myself. The denial of Africa within me was over. I was black and proud. Ise Oluwa Kulabaha Baho. The work of the Creator cannot be destroyed. Traditional Yoruba, spiritual. I danced self-doubt, self-hate, and rage out of me. Then one day while dancing Yanvolo, traditional Haitian rhythm and dance, a beautiful harmonic melody of peace began to dance inside of me. I recalled my African mind and I became we. I danced to our liberation. Therefore, I wanted us, my people, who had been beaten down, to experience a state of wholeness. I formed a dance company and created choreography for my company members, and we danced to spirit love. We danced a liberation dance to the sound of the drums. I was black and proud. I was drafted as a member into a senior company, which led me to perform in Ada at the Metropolitan Opera House in New York City. In my early 20s, I became a member of the Sevilla Fort Dance Company and performed with my Ost Nebhet, Queen Esther. As I matured, I became a dancer with the Olatunji Dance and Drumming Company. My art did not stop with dance. Before getting married and having my babies, I became the lead singer of an all male singing group and live band, which led me to travel and perform throughout New York City. Over time, all my works intertwined. Our leader was Joseph Walker, a Broadway actor and screenwriter. I auditioned for and became and become I auditioned for and become a member of a professional theater company named the Demigods. Within the company, we studied all forms of art, voice, dance, acting, playwriting, in order to master our crafts as total artists. My experience with this theater company exposed me to the discipline associated with the arts. All I wanted was to be an artist, to be living in my purpose. Well, so how in the world did I become a healer? I was chronically sick throughout my youth. During my involvement with the arts, I learned about holistic health as a way to heal myself. I cleansed, I fasted, I detoxed, I healed and rehealed. I changed my lifestyle from toxic living to natural living while I continued to develop within the arts. I began to study yoga for self healing and eventually became a hatha yoga teacher. I performed house calls for couples to help them establish harmony in the home. I began to study holistic health formally, and over some years, I became a holistic health consultant, fasting instructor, colon therapist, polarity practitioner, and lay midwife. All this prepared me to open up Heal Thyself Natural Living Center, a holistic center. During this early period of natural healing, I was able to eliminate disease of body, mind, and spirit for myself and for members of my community. I was gaining the knowledge that as human beings, we have unlimited potential. I kept growing and exploring new possibilities of healing naturally. The healing took a lead role, and the artist became the supporting cast of my growing wellness. In my 30s, I became a holistic lab worker, and within 1 year, I created 9 Heal Thyself natural formulas. As I matured on my path of living, I met my third husband, a Kemetic priest. I felt he had knowledge that could guide me toward being more spiritually in tune with my African culture. I studied with him, and after some time had passed, he ordained me as an African Kemetic priestess. Finding my spiritual path completely charged my soul. In 1990, I authored Heal Thyself for Health and Longevity and began traveling internationally, offering motivating lectures in holistic health. Just when I thought I had completely arrived at my destination within my sacred work, I was encouraged to write the Sacred Woman text. After 7 years of hard labor, I birthed Sacred Woman, a guide to healing the feminine body, mind, and spirit. In spring 2000, this body of work led me to found and direct the Global Sacred Woman Village through retreats, seminars, and workshops. Thousands of women worldwide have been initiated as sacred women onto the path of holistic liberation. Throughout the years, I have continued cleansing and healing my life, reaching deeper and deeper inside myself for my truth, my purpose, my work. In 2002, art resurfaced through me, and I dared to become a songwriter for healing. I produced the Sacred Woman Medicine Song CD. I now reclaim my beginnings as a sacred artist who intertwines with who I am, a natural healer, a spiritual teacher, all directed by the businesswoman. The artist and healer and spiritualist and businesswoman become one. There was born healing art. This is the tapestry of my sacred work, which is all interwoven into what makes me, me. On my journey to discovering my sacred work, I learned to allow spirit to guide my steps. When I reflect on the magnificence of it all, I can see clearly how every part of my life was a necessary journey that led me to manifest my many sacred works. In my career expansions within holistic health, I discovered that life is constantly in transition and transformation. Due to our personal inner growth, our sacred work expands and changes. Likewise, it takes on new direction and various forms. When we are not afraid of ourselves and stand strong in our greatness and uniqueness, a new and exciting life is bound to come through. With each breath, like nature, we are in transformation. We expand, we grow, and take on new forms that are revealed through our sacred works. As sure as the seasons within nature change, so do we. If you block the change and growth that's stirring up in you, you will be stunted and you will die while living. Each time the light of change returns, I gather all the courage within me. I ask to be guided about how to move on and expand into my inner rooms. As light turns on in my unused, previous unlit rooms, I ask for courage to tap into yet another sacred work. I feel so close to the divine when I completely trust the divine's guidance. I open the door and enter into the unknown of myself, a once dark space inside my house that is now illuminated. By the lantern of purification of my body, mind, and spirit, I get ready to live more of my sacred work. It is truly exciting as each conception and birth brings me closer to my divine self. I use all previous works and lessons as the unending bridge that will carry me to my next sacred work, the love of my life. The purpose of this chapter is not so much to give you the mundane practice of beginning, holding on to, and growing your work. Many great thinkers and successful entrepreneurs have presented the knowledge you need for that. My purpose is to encourage and inspire you to pick up your lantern, to encourage, inspire, and motivate you, the seeker of self knowledge, to reach for your highest self, your truth, your work, your sacredness. I encourage you to let yourself experience the light of your birth and rebirth in such a way that your spirit will guide you to a life's work reflecting you and your purpose for being. This work will encourage you to be yourself freely, to be yourself despite your fears and beyond your apprehensions. Once you realize your purpose and go forth with your work that was given to you at birth, you will really begin to live. May the ancestors continue to travel with you as you crack open your sacred work. Within your heaven on earth, may you meet the spirit of Meshkanet, the divine midwife within you, as I have. May she bless you to join with your sacred work that awaits you as you tap into the all amazing you. Blessings of living your sacred work. In the African Kemetic tradition, the healer, the sacred artist, and the spiritual priestess were one. As such, the healer's work was manifested through dance, song, and drama. Prayers were spoken, songs were sung, herbs were used, and spiritual baths were performed. It took me 30 years to discover the absolute truth and vastness of my work. I have embraced my Tawi, unity within my work. I have accepted that there is no need to choose one work over another, for my work is a fusion of my vision. I am a spiritualist, an artist, and a healer. In relationship to my African ancestry, I heal through art. All of my expressions are working in Ma'at. I know bliss while I work. I pray that it does not take you a lifetime to realize what your divine work is. Pray that you may recognize your sacred work and begin to birth it so that you can know your bliss. Do not settle. Search while Search until your true work reveals itself to you. For then your life's mission will be fulfilled and your joy will be realized. If everyone were about their sacred mission, as they really should be, this world would be a place not of fear, pain, frustration, and disease, but of light, joy, wellness, and plenty. Bond. Because one with what you love, become one with what you love. When you find what you love to do, you will want to do it all the time. You will do it even if you don't get paid for it. Then you will have found your life's work. Your life's work feeds and nourishes your soul with wholeness, with peace, power, and yes, even prosperity. Stay loyal to your calling, even if it takes a lifetime. Through you, the Most High has spoken into you your sacred work. Accept it, and the abundance, the prosperity will shine through. Accept your calling with a resolved state of courage. In African tradition, you are born into your work. In contemporary times, we often need guidance to see our work. You may live for several years not knowing your mission, who you are, or what you should be doing. The family into which you were born established your destiny. Your elders taught you and revealed to you your grand purpose at birth. The purpose of your work from the beginning was to strengthen the clan, tribe, community, and nation. Names were chosen to keep you mindful of your purpose for being. The elders showed you the way. Your work was ordained, it was necessary. The ways in which you can tell if you have found your life's work. You are in love with it. Your great love, your great love of your work will draw all abundances to support you and your mission, which are one and the same. It feels like a gift, special. Your work appears as the gift from the Most High that it is. You devote time to your work. You feel like you can do it all the time. Your sacred work must be an ongoing developmental process of acknowledgement, acceptance, empowerment, projection, expounding, exposing, and sharing. Living your sacred work, your natural talent, your gift by divine right, is a necessity for you to experience wholeness, serenity, success, harmony, and prosperity. Activating your sacred work is living your truth. How to identify a person living their sacred work? Vision. They are excited about living. They have tapped into their inner creativity. They are healthy and vibrant. They are joyous. They are fulfilled. They have unlimited vision. They are free. They are radiant. They are loving. They are at their appropriate weight. Generally, when you are spiritually, mentally, and emotionally fed by living your sacred work vision, your body weight is appropriate for your age and height. Finding your sacred work. If you are unaware of your life's work, then begin to fast and rise up between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. Nebhet's hour of intuition, and listen deeply for your work to reveal itself to you. As you become cleaner and cleaner, the answers that you seek about your purpose will be revealed to you in as much detail as you are ready to receive. If you are still unclear about your work, then have someone you trust refer you to a minister, priest, priestess, spiritualist, astrologer, numerologist, or your local bush doctor for direction. Once you receive your message, your calling, don't hesitate to listen and obey, for you have been spiritually instructed. Be confident to act on faith and know that all you need to do to bring forth your divine work will be given to you as you grow into your true self. The birthing blues, part 2 of your sacred work. The birthing blues are not physical, they are metaphysical. Throughout this section, I am not talking about a physical hysterectomy or a physical abortion. The birthing blues speaks of what we do that does not allow our purpose to come spiritually or emotionally to full term. There is no blame. Birthing blues is about taking responsibility for our condition. Within each birthing blues state, from morning sickness to abortion, take quiet meditation time to reflect on what that state means to you. As you listen from within, use your Nebhet intuition to discover your inner birthing blues conditions and focus on how you can arrest and release each of them. Gateway 11 is all about helping you to transform out of the birthing blues into Mesh Connect, where you can get a chance to live your purpose. In other words, to fulfill Gateway 11 in is to get unstuck, to break through, to reach your divine destiny. After identifying your birthing blues blockage, this gateway will empower you to take your life into your own hands and heart. The power to transform your birthing blues into your Mesh Connect birthing wheel is the power to live your purpose within you. Beware. Beware the birthing blues. Your own fears will bite you in the butt and attract you your impossible state of consciousness and attract to you your impossible state of consciousness. Beware the naysayers in your DNA telling you why you can't make it happen. They say you couldn't, so you can't. Look, study, reflect on the birthing blues so you can uproot and overcome with total awareness. Affirmation: I accept that I am overcoming all birthing traumas. I accept that I am learning the lessons of all my creations. I accept that I will open myself up to healing beyond the birthing blues. The birthing blues crisis indicates the lack of preparation and readiness to conceive, carry, and deliver your sacred work. What are you doing to block your sacred work? What are your birthing blues, and how are you going to recover and heal from them? Inside of you are all the answers. By way of sacred work, birthing exploration, the Sacred Work Journal is going to help you reveal to yourself the root of your birthing blues. You will discover from within all that you need to overcome your sacred work challenges. You will become in tune with how to make your dream a reality and successfully birth and nurture your sacred work into its adulthood. Allow this process to take 7 days for clearance. Prayer. Oh, divine that dwells in me, assist me in overcoming the birthing blues, that I may unblock my blessings and live out my sacred destiny. Oh, divine that dwells in me, I pray for freedom from what's ailing me. Help me to trust that my vision can, in fact, be sacred work, mesh connect questionnaire. For self-inventory, fill out this questionnaire. Observe your level of blockage. Reflect on how much releasing you will need in order to reach your mesh connect and birth yourself to your purpose. Check all those entries that are true for you. Record the time and date of your responses. You can change them when appropriate. Check block 1. My work makes me feel ill, depressed, and angry. Block 2. When at work, I wish I were elsewhere. Block 3. I'm not living out my life's work mission. Block 4. I keep making excuses for why I can't succeed in my mission. Block 5. I feel that I'm unable to feed, clothe, and support myself. Block 6. I am working in a dead-end job. Block 7. I am dissatisfied with my work. Block 8. I dislike the people I work with. Block 9. I feel consistently overwhelmed with my work. Block 10. My current work suppresses my creativity. Block 11. I feel stifled. Block 12. I feel depressed beginning on Sunday night because I have to prepare to go to work on Monday. Block 13. I feel resentful that other people seem to live out their dreams while I live a status quo life. Block 14. I am experiencing jealousy of other people's work rather than focusing on my own mission. The next block. By suppressing my life's work from coming through, I feel like I am a self-abuser. The next block. Accepting other people's limited opinions of me causes me mental and spiritual pain. Last block. I'm experiencing so many mixed messages about my life's work. All right, ladies, here goes these blocks just so y'all can see them. All right, let's see where they at. All right, here go. Here goes some right here. Okay. And then the other ones are right there. Hopefully y'all can see those clearly. If you checked 2 or more of these items, then you are in danger of not being in Mesh Connect, your sacred work. Keep going. You will overcome the birthing blues. Physical work blockages. As a result of not living your purpose, let's make sure that the audio is on the right. All right, cool. We're good to go. As a result of not living your purpose, not being in your sacred work, the following diseases and diseases could manifest within: drug or alcohol abuse, ulcers, impotency, infertility, migraines, unhappiness about work environment, working in a dead-end job, work that is not economically prosperous, being overworked and underpaid, feeling overwhelmed, obesity, job hopping, constipation, forms of cancer. Keep going on your journey to heal yourself and manifest your Mesh Connect sacred work. Understanding the birthing blues. Sacred Work Journal questions will help you reflect on and overcome your sacred work challenges. Answering the following questions will help you form a clear picture of what blocks you have, along with what you must unblock and overcome to manifest your dreams, your visions, and your sacred work, thereby overcoming the birthing blues. Sacred work blockages. If you are experiencing sacred work blockages, take a look at the following rationales that we often use to prevent ourselves from living out our sacred work. They can catch us up in the web of the birthing blues. What has prevented you from doing your ideal work? Write about it in your journal. I don't have enough money. I don't have energy after work. I don't have support from my family. I am afraid to act because I will probably fall away. I have a secure job with benefits. Why rock the boat? I don't believe that I can do what I really want to do. I don't think I deserve to do what I really want to do. I don't have a degree in the area of work that I want to pursue. Childhood approval syndrome. Beware of limitations created during your childhood. Others may say, be safe, don't stretch. You can't. We haven't. Our parents, elders, taught us what their vision was for us. Perhaps we did not necessarily believe their vision of who or what we were to become. They might have been right. They may have been wrong. Yet it was that vision that formed us. Study the birthing blues, plus the birthing wheel, and your truth will be revealed. Grow through this gateway. Uproot and clean up the cancer that has stopped you from living your divine, most powerful destiny. People that stunt your growth. Be careful with whom you share your vision. People may discourage your vision. They may not be able to see what you see. If they don't reflect your ideals, they may block the fulfillment of your purpose. Answer the following questions. 1. In my youth, did anyone encourage or discourage me from living my life's work? Who and how? 2. In my adulthood, did anyone encourage or discourage me from living my sacred work? Who and how? 3. What are some of the hurdles that I must overcome to live my sacred work? 4. What are my fears about living my sacred work? 5. How long have I been in fear about living my sacred work? Believe in yourself. Answering these questions is the beginning of birthing your sacred work. Birthing Blues chart. The Birthing Blues chart is arranged according to danger, depending on where you are in your development. Keep in mind that we may be misguided from within ourselves and or without others. It is by lack of faith in our divine purpose that we birth our blues. Hysterectomy. A hysterectomy indicates that your sacred work is in danger of never birthing itself. Your sacred work vision has been completely rooted out, and you are now convinced that you will never be manifest. You will never manifest it. You have completely given up hope of conceiving, carrying, or birthing your sacred work. Someone may have said to you as you were establishing your vision, you will never be successful. Why bother? You'll never make a living from that. You're living a pipe dream, and other non supportive phrases. You may say, vision work is bigger than me. I can't. These are inner and outer reflections that create or destroy your potential to manifest and birth your work. Sacred work affirmation, antidote. My sacred work vision is rooted firmly within me. Nothing, no one, not even I, will hinder the conception and the birth of my divine sacred work. You can have your uterus, but have closed down the door of possibilities of bringing purpose to your life. Journal work. Identify the vision work that experienced a hysterectomy. When did I create this sacred work blockage? How and why did I create this sacred work blockage? What am I willing to do to overcome this sacred work blockage? Infertility indicates that you are not acting on your vision. Your vision is stagnated. An infertile state is also one in which you are mentally, physically, and emotionally blocked, therefore unable to conceive ideas. You might say, for example, I don't know what my sacred work is. And no matter how often you ask the question, you come up empty. The infertility birthing blues is a condition of lack. Infertility is not being enough, having enough, or knowing enough. Sacred work affirmation, antidote. Divine light that dwells in me. I affirm today that I am enough. I have enough, and I know enough. I'm open enough to unblock myself and birth my sacred work vision. You can be fertile and conceive a child, but not able to conceive a vision, your purpose. Journal work. Identify the vision work that was infertile. When did I create this sacred work blockage? How and why did I create this sacred work blockage? What am I willing to do to overcome this sacred work blockage? Abortion. Abortion indicates that the seed and egg of your sacred work vision germinated. You conceived. But after conception, out of hopelessness and fear, lack of consciousness, or lack of preparedness, You feel you don't have what it takes to support your vision. You terminated your sacred work vision midstream. You eradicated the sacred work vision from the womb of your mind, the womb of your heart, and therefore the womb of your sacred seat, even though it was, oh, so painful to do. Sacred work affirmation antidote. I am no longer running scared of my birth. I embrace myself completely. Therefore, I will absolutely prepare myself to take my sacred work vision full term. The question here is, will I or will I not carry my vision through? A mother once said in the midst of a sacred woman healing circle, I am a seamstress, a designer of sorts, and I have a lot of cloth sitting around at home unfinished. I start a project, then midway through finishing my work, I put it on the shelf and start up sewing on another project. Starting and stopping is my internal conflict. This repeated pattern represented her unfinished work that didn't go full term. She realized she began aborting her vision, her gift, over and over again. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. I got to use the bathroom. All right. Thank y'all for bearing with me. I had to go bad. All right. So, where are we at? How many of us have conceived our sacred works with enthusiasm, then begun to second guess our conception and terminate our sacred work pregnancy out of fear and insecurity? How many of us have shared our vision with company who did not believe in us? So we, too, begin to doubt ourselves. We begin feeling the vision is too awesome a responsibility to bring to full term. Aborting it seems to be the only answer. You can be abortion free, but upon conceiving your purpose, decide to terminate that purpose midterm. Journal work, sit still, breathe, relax, let go, tap into your sacred center and bring forth your truth. Identify the vision work that was aborted. When did I create this sacred work blockage? How and why did I create this sacred work blockage? What am I willing to do to overcome this sacred work blockage? Miscarriage, spontaneous abortion. Miscarriage indicates that the weight of your vision was too heavy to carry. Develop the muscle, the consciousness, and the skills to carry your sacred work through. To go full term, you must spend a great deal more time in cycle one, purification, preparation. The cycles are described later in this chapter. Sacred work affirmation, antidote. Because I nurtured myself appropriately in cycle one, purification preparation. I have the power to carry the weight and force of my sacred vision work. You can conceive a baby and lose it during the third or fourth month. You can also conceive your purpose and then lose it along the way. Journal work. Identify the vision work that miscarried. When did I create this sacred work blockage? How and why did I create this sacred work blockage? What am I willing to do to overcome this sacred work blockage? Morning sickness. Morning sickness indicates a lack of preparation of your sacred work. The vision is overwhelming, so you feel incapable of carrying it, and you enter a state of disease due to lack of mental, physical, and spiritual cleansing before conception. To overcome morning sickness, continue to activate cycle one, purification preparation through your pregnancy. Sacred work, affirmation, antidote. My temple is pure, healthy, and united in body, mind, and spirit, capable of preventing morning sickness. You can go through pregnancy to full term without experiencing morning sickness, but many get pregnant with vision and purpose and then grow weak while carrying the heaviness of their burden. Journal work. Identify the vision work that experienced morning sickness. When did I create this sacred work blockage? How and why did I create this sacred work blockage? What am I willing to do to overcome this sacred work blockage? Edema, pre preeclampsia. Edema, preeclampsia indicates that you are extremely overwhelmed by your sacred work vision. You conceived your sacred work in fear and doubt and carried it throughout your pregnancy, resulting in a terminal disease, a shutting down of your creative capacity. Sacred work affirmation, antidote. My sacred work and I in neter ma'at, divine order. I have my sacred work and I are in neter ma'at, divine order. I have uprooted the fears and doubts of carrying and birthing my sacred work. Journal work. Identify the vision work that experienced edema, preeclampsia. When did I create this sacred work blockage? How and why did I create this sacred work blockage? What am I willing to do to overcome this sacred work blockage? Premature birth. Premature birth indicates that your sacred work came out too soon and was underdeveloped, but it lives by grace. For your sacred work to survive, you must give it extreme care as it matures. Sacred work affirmation, antidote. My sacred work vision is developed, strong, and powerful. This is accomplished through absolute love, devotion, dedication, and care for the coming forth of my sacred work vision. Journal work. Identify the vision work that experienced a premature birth. When did I create this sacred work blockage? How and why did I create this sacred work blockage? What am I willing to do to overcome this sacred work blockage? Stillbirth. Stillbirth indicates lack of nourishment, faith, knowledge, training, and enthusiasm. You fear you are not enough to carry your vision to its zenith. You carried your sacred work full term, but on its birth, it died due to lack syndrome. See infertility above. Sacred work affirmation, antidote. My sacred work vision is alive and well. I have faith, knowledge, enthusiasm, and support to maintain and grow my vision. A newborn can live a vibrant life, but you can see your purpose pass away after its birth. Journal work. Identify the vision work that experienced a stillbirth. When did I create this sacred work blockage? How and why did I create this sacred work blockage? What am I willing to do to overcome this sacred work blockage? Crib death. Crib death indicates that the death of your vision came after birth. Now that the vision is born, you are still lacking the appropriate knowledge of your sacred work to carry it through its many levels of growth. So it dies unexpectedly. Throughout, there were signs that the vision was challenged. You weren't tuned into the signs due to lack of appropriate support, promotion, marketing, advertisements, economics, love, nurturing. Your sacred work lost its momentum while in its infancy, resulting in its burial. Sacred work affirmation antidote. I affirm that my sacred work vision lives through me, fully alive. Daily, I strengthen my vision as I grow, expand, and breathe appreciation, joy, and vitality into my sacred work. Journal work. Identify the vision work that experienced a crib death. When did I create this sacred work blockage? How and why did I create this sacred work blockage? What am I willing to do to overcome this sacred work blockage? Birth your sacred work. Your gift is your life. Your work is your life mission waiting to be born. We all have been given a divine work to do. If you do the work that Spirit has given you, then your work will heal, lift, and inspire you and all others to live their sacredness. Your sacred divine work has the capacity to mold and remake you. Take care of your health so you may enjoy your true destiny. Living your sacred work is an act of worship and prayer and a sacred union with the soul waiting to be born. The sexuality, the conception, and the fulfillment of my sacred work. I'm fulfilled. Today I had intercourse with the light, and together we conceived my dream. I cleaned, I prayed, I trusted, and I opened myself up to my divinity, for I am not afraid. If fear sets in at any point in my conception, I will breathe the breath of the anointed. I will relax and let go, that I may conceive the fullness of my purpose. I'm ready. I close my eyes to feel the seed of my dream enter in netter, the light of the one most high within. I cry, I release, I open my petals of new beginning. Thank you, divine within me, as I open my eye, Ujjat, to the light. The vision is being planted. I begin to swell up inside due to the light of my vision. As it is getting clearer, I breathe deeper. The light of my vision is getting stronger. I'm excited. I cannot hold back. I'm on fire as the vision builds up inside the womb of my mind. It's expansive. This womb of my heart, explosive. This womb of my sacred seat, it's impregnating. I place my hand over my abdomen and I grab my womb from the inside, from the outside in, as I contract and release my soul to meet the orgasm, the light with bliss. It's there. The vision has been planted. I see it and it's lovely. I feel it. I can taste and smell the aroma of my sacred work. I am submerged in bliss, listening to the cosmic sounds, connected to the divine's creator. I am with child. I'm devoted to carrying my vision through all the cycles. As I grow this vision inside myself, it is protected within my body temple. I nurture my vision daily. I birth a radiant, beautiful, profound, crystal clear sacred vision, and everyone will come from far and near to share in it. Now that I have conceived, the deeper work begins to birth. It is now time to take my full journey from cycle 1 to cycle 9. Enter into sacred woman rites of passage, level 2. Hold on one second. Don't come back in until I tell you. All right. Trying to finish out this last chapter. Sorry. Uh, Children running through the house. Enters into sacred woman rites of passage. Level 2. 12 weeks to self purpose activation. 12 weeks to birthing. Birthing your sacred work. Enter into sacred woman rites of passage. Level 2. Self purpose activation to 12 weeks of birthing. My sacred work. My life's purpose. Mesh connects birthing wheel of enlightenment. Action cycle to birthing my sacred work. You have finally arrived. You were able to travel through and learn from the pain and pitfalls of the birthing blues. You are now ready to come into alignment with birthing your mesh connect, your sacred work, your purpose. From cycle 1 through cycle 9, you will be guided on how to birth yourself. Allow this process to unfold a full season during Gateway 11, sacred work. The quality of the birthing of your sacred woman and how well you experience the birthing cycle during the quality of your sacred work. You can get stuck in any one cycle of birth and experience the birthing blues if you are not ready to ascend to the freedom of your sacred self. Traveling the birthing wheel. Your sacred work will be anything but easy, regardless of the challenges. However, you must believe in the blessing of living your sacred work in order to overcome. In the end, it will be worth every bit of the effort it took to conceive, birth, and grow your sacred work. I've been privileged to birth many works over the years. At times, I've experienced great disappointment. Pain came in the form of financial challenges, lack of confidence, fear of the unknown, procrastination, and stagnation. By the grace of the divine, I could not, would not let the visions die inside of me. It is through my visions that I am fully beautiful, that I am able to be all of myself. Reading through the following birthing cycles will assist you in actualizing your sacred work. Cycle 9 represents completion, coming of age, going full circle, indicating that your vision has fully ripened according to the state you are in. Each birthing stage, cycle, must be completed and charged before you proceed to the next. Set your schedule. Keep your divine discipline happening whatever occurs. Keep moving forward and upward. Take 9 days, more or less, to move through each cycle. It will take a minimum of 9 weeks and as much as 9 months to open up the gates and birth your sacred work. Put yourself on a sacred clock, a practical spiritual timetable to accomplish your goal. Mesh Connect, journal, and sacred work exploration. Before you enter into birthing wheel cycles 1 through 9, Mesh Connect Journal Reflection is a work of exploration and self evaluation that will assist you in birthing your sacred work. As you move through this body of work, you will come to hear your inner voice, the all knowing sacred self that has the answers to the birthing of your sacred work. As you work through this text, through meditation, practice, cleaning, rituals, visualization activities, and journal writings, you will birth your divine purpose in the form of your sacred work. Let us bear down on the ancient birthing bricks of our first ancestors of the Nile Valley, as we release from our loins the answer that unblocks the secret to our birthing our sacred work vision. As you answer the following questions, you will receive a clear and concise picture of the sacred work. Birthing process. Therefore, birth a healthy work. Journal outside in an open space of nature, or journal in a room that is clean, clear, and uncluttered so that your mind and heart have the space to flow. Breathe deeply several times. Then open up your heart and speak your truth as you answer these questions. How long have I been longing to live my ideal work? How can I improve and strengthen my sacred work? What benefits are there in my performing my sacred work? How am I going to overcome my fears and apprehensions? Am I willing to live without manifesting my life's work? Do I have a guide that reflects my sacred work? Do I have contracts to help me live my sacred work? How do I see my sacred work manifesting in a week, 1 month, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, and beyond? Do I have the education, information to birth my sacred work? Do I have enough training to commit to and strengthen my sacred work? What will I do to master my sacred work? Do I have enough money, finances to live in my sacred work? What do I need financially to make it happen? Write out the details. How to use the birthing wheel. Take one wheel and one vision at a time. Place the name of your vision in the wheel and place an approximate date of birth, expectancy, under your sacred work vision. You may conceive and birth 2 to 4 births simultaneously. If this is so, be aware that it will be more challenging. But if you're really focused, the birthing of your sacred works can be done effectively. Fill in the circles according to your inner vision. You may use these as a sample of seeing your vision on paper. Carry only what you can handle. The fewer wheels you spin at one time, the better you can birth meaningful work in a strong and timely way. Because I had so many visions at once, it took longer for them to birth. I had to develop profound patience and vision so as not to lose sight of any one of my visions. Become a midwife for self and others, independently or collectively. Create a sacred work support circle. You can meet once a week, or every new moon, or every full moon. Interact via meditation, visualization, brainstorming, networking, clarifying, reviewing, and growing. Discuss your daily Mesh Connect sacred work checklist as you go forward to rebirth your sacred work visions. Be sure to spend quality time developing and rebirthing your sacred work. As you work independently or collectively as a sacred work collective of midwives, you may be at different points of birth. Some may have to spend more time in conception than others. Some may be in the second trimester of gestation of their sacred work. Others may require a longer or a shorter labor. Wherever you find yourself in the spectrum of your birthing process, know that in divine time, your work will birth and flourish according to your devotion, dedication, enthusiasm, and tenacity. As Lady Prima, my sister friend on the purification journey, says, hold on to your inner vision, and over time it will come to light. Just don't give up on yourself, for in you is the truth, the light. Cycle 1, Womb Nefest of Purification Preparation. The only way to birth your sacred work is to be prepared, to focus, to center, to open yourself as you birth yourself through all 9 cycles. Give yourself 21 days to prepare for the conception of your purpose in order not to conceive a distortion of it. During this time, you will detox and purify in order to conceive, maintain, and birth a divine thought seed for a sacred work vision. In this way, you can create an inner environment for your sacred work vision to flourish. Clear your energy field of negative thoughts, emotions, reactions, and relations so that you don't birth your fear or rejection or pour hurts into the conception of your sacred work. Remember, these negativities cause involuntary abortion, miscarriage, morning sickness, or any of the other possible birthing blues. Eat to feed your purpose. Green foods feed your purpose. For breakfast, have fresh fruit and juiced green live formula. For lunch and dinner, eat salad, steamed greens, avocados, lentils, peas, and sprouts. Serve with 8 to 16 ounces of green juice. Avoid meat, junk food, fast food, GMO food, processed food, starch, and sugar. Spiritual sugary, spiritual surgery through daily affirmations. The following process of breathing, relaxation, and affirmations helps undo the psychological and emotional damage that hinders our mesh connect development. Begin with the appropriate sacred work affirmation. Sacred work affirmations. My work is my sacred vision. Realization of my sacred work is my life's quest. I take on my sacred work with courage. I and my sacred work are one. My sacred work acts as my devotional service to the divine, no matter how humble or grand. My sacred work is my service to the enhancement of humanity. My sacred work is my passion. I have unwavering faith that I will go full term and birth my sacred work. I am entitled to and deserve to live my sacred work. Then continue. My energy field inside the womb of my mind is filled with light. In the middle of each affirmation, breathe in, then out. Release the vibrations you are feeling in and around the work that you are releasing from your womb center. Proceed to the release phase. Spiritual detoxification. Release affirmations. I release hostility, breath, from the womb of my mind, heart, and seat of creation. I release rage, breath, from the womb of my mind. I release insecurity, breath from the womb of my mind. I release hurt, breath from the womb of my mind. I release resentment, breath from the womb of my mind. I release fear, breath from the womb of my mind. I release doubt, breath from the womb of my mind. Follow with the recharge phase. Repeat these two phases, release and recharge, as you create spiritual energy in the womb of your heart, mind, and sacred seat. Spiritual detoxification, recharge affirmations. I bring the breath of light into the womb of my mind. I bring the breath of life into the womb of my heart. I bring the breath of life into the womb of my sacred seat. I bring the breath of life into the womb of my mind, heart, and seat of creation. I bring the breath of love into the womb of my mind, heart, and seat of creation. I bring the breath of serenity into the womb of my mind, heart, and seat of creation. I bring the breath of peace into the womb of my mind, heart, and seat of creation. I bring the breath of strength into the womb of my mind, heart, and seat of creation. I bring the breath of joy into the womb of my heart, my mind, heart, and seat of creation. I bring the breath of pure energy into the womb of my mind, heart, and seat of creation. Cycle 2, the womb nefes of the conception. Through the seeker of light, open your heart center, the location of your sacred work. Through channeling meditation, see and receive your purpose. Breathe deeply into your heart center 7 or more times. Then breathe 100 fire breaths. Return to slow, deep breathing. Rest in your heart. See a door, open it up. Go inside. Before you is an altar where the divine dwells. Breathe. Ask the question, what is my sacred work? Listen closely. Keep breathing. Seek and you shall find. If you don't see or hear your sacred work, continue to perform cycle 1. Purification preparation to ready yourself for seeing and conceiving your sacred work. The seeker and the conceiver are two sides of the same coin. Now that you see the vision, will you accept it? The acceptance of your sacred work vision allows you to conceive the life of your sacred work. Locate your sacred work through the sacred woman gateways of enlightenment. If you asked and you've witnessed your sacred work vision, then you've experienced enlightenment. Impregnate the womb of your mind, the womb of your heart, and the womb of your sacred seat with your vision according to the gateways. Gateway 0, nut, sacred womb, OBGYN, nurse midwife, astrologer, astronomer, rebirther, doula, womb yoga dancer, womb yoga dance instructor. Gateway 1, Tahuti, sacred word, scholar, motivational speaker, writer, publicist, editor, computer specialist, teacher. Gateway 2, Ta'ert, sacred food, food preparation, chef, agriculturalist, dietitian, farmer, chef. Gateway 3, Bess, sacred movement, dancer, sacred performer, physical therapist, exercise specialist, womb yoga dance teacher, practitioner, artist, fitness coach. Gateway 4, Het Heru, sacred beauty and inner child, clothing designer, makeup artist, musician, beauty care specialist, child care specialist, beautification worker, seamstress. Gateway 5, Neb Het, sacred space, interior decorator, architect. Gateway 6, Sekhmet, sacred healing, healer, herbalist, nurse, doctor, reflexologist, energy worker. Gateway 7, Ma'at, sacred relationships, psychotherapist, judge, court system worker. Gateway 8, Ast, sacred union, marriage therapist, consultant, tantric sexual guide, spiritual healer, meditation practitioner. Gateway 9, Nefer Atum, media person, public relations, advertising, marketing specialist, meditation teacher, guide, spiritualist, rebirther. Gateway 10, Sishat, sacred time, practitioner of sacred time, astrologer, numerologist. Gateway 11, Mesh Connect, sacred work, career coach, a Queen Afua Mesh Connect coach. If you are versed in pendulum readings, then you may use a pendulum to help divinely select your work. See pages 273 to 274 for suggestions on using a pendulum. Cycle 3, the womb nefest of the divine plan of your purpose. Conception is acceptance of your divine connection. This cycle is about strengthening the conception by writing out your business plan. To receive enlightenment, it takes time to open up the womb of your mind, the womb of your heart, and the womb of your sacred seat. To conceive your vision, you must open your womb to receive the light of your sacred work vision. Once you see or hear the enlightenment of your sacred work vision, then connect your heart and your womb as one stream of light. As above, so below. Begin to breathe deeply from your heart down to your womb several times for the divine plan to take hold. As you breathe more and more, allow your heart center to become larger and allow your womb to be more subtle and receptive. Breathe deeply that your sacred work may now begin to take form. Follow your intuition when you sense that the divine plan is manifesting. Gently place your hand over your heart center and your womb center for a few minutes as you breathe through your palms into your conception centers to seal in the conception of the divine plan. The divine plan conception is completed. Once you receive your message and conceive your sacred work plan, your calling, don't hesitate to listen and obey. Further spiritual instruction on how to bring forth your sacred work on a material plane will come to you as you travel through Meshkinet's birthing wheel. Freely and creatively feel in your sacred work commitment statement to assist the birth of your sacred work. Read your statement to focus and remind you to go forward when the challenges of growth occur. The review of your commitment will also inspire you to go full term, regardless of the hurdles you must climb to reach your ultimate goal. My sacred work commitment. Right now, I commit myself to establish the wisdom of Mesh Connect and thereby awaken the midwife within me, that I may bring forth and birth my sacred work. And there goes y'all's commitment right there. Hopefully, y'all can see that. Transformative sacred work, journal writing. Part of the divine plan of conception is the development of your sacred work mission statement. Begin doing this now through your sacred work journal. Write down for 7 days how you feel about your present work and what it would take for you to be totally in line with your vision. In the next 7 days, write your life's work mission statement in as much detail as possible. As you strive to do this, limit or eliminate the intake of starch and flesh protein for 7 days so that you will be able to receive clear, unblocked visions. Always perform your sacred writing after your morning meditation. Once your mission statement is written, place it on your altar to stay consistently spiritually connected to your vision. If need be, receive spiritual guidance during the next 7 days. Seek consultation or career advice from an astrologer, numerologist, priest or priestess, minister or imam for further clarification, or read with a pendulum if you have the skill. See pages 273 to 276 for suggestions on using a pendulum. Daily spiritual development of your work. For every morning upon rising, perform this spiritual ritual to assist in bringing forth your sacred work. Perform this during Meshkinet birthing cycles 3 through 7. 1. The spiritual bath. Perform a spiritual bath with frankincense and myrrh or with lotus oil to promote physical and mental clarity. It's uplifting and motivational. Place a few drops of the oil in your bath water. Add a few drops to a bowl of water as well, and sprinkle a few drops around your prayer space. Use only essential oils. 2. Your altar. Set up your sacred altar according to your own spiritual or religious beliefs. See page 18. Sit before it quietly and meditatively on the floor, on a pillow, or in a comfortable chair. Anoint with lotus oil. Anoint your crown, forehead, the body temple gateway of supreme spirituality, your heart, the body temple gateway of compassion and divine love, womb area, palms, and the bottoms of your feet to make everything you touch become more sacred. Shake, ring, beat, or rattle your sacred instrument, i.e., drum, sistrum, shekeri, to awaken the angelic host that is indwelling. 3. Libation. Pour a libation for the sacred work gateway from a cup or sprinkle water from a bowl into the earth or into a plant as you call out by giving adoration. Pour a libation as you say. Adoration to the sacred guardian, Meshkanet, who assisted humanity in our birth and rebirth, and in the rebirthing of our sacred work, and Heru for protecting us on our spiritual journey of life. Pour a libation, as you say, adoration to the ancestors. Name the ancestors who inspire you to develop your sacred work. Pour a libation, as you say, adoration to the elders. Call out those who are your living examples. Pour a libation, as you say, adoration to my divine self and my contemporaries who express their sacred work. Name those you wish to emulate. 4. Sacred woman spirit prayer. Gently ring your bell or softly play another sacred instrument at the beginning and end of the prayer. Sacred spirit, Netter, hold me near, close to your bosom. Protect me from all harm and fear, from the blows of life. Direct my steps in the right way as I journey through this vision. Sacred spirit, surround me in your absolutely perfect light. Anoint me in your sacred purity, peace, and divine insight. Bless me, truly bless me, as I share this sacred life. Teach me, sacred spirit, to be in tune with the universe. Teach me how to heal with the inner and outer elements of air, fire, water, and earth. 5. Fire breaths. Prepare your fire breaths by slowly inhaling 4 times and exhaling 4 times. Then, when you are totally at ease, begin 1 to 1,000 fire breaths. Inhale deeply like a pump through your nose, mouth closed, as you expand the breath down into the abdomen. Then back up to the chest. Completely exhale out through your nostrils from your abdomen as it contracts and the lungs release your breath completely. Repeat this breath rapidly in and out, in and out. Allow each deep fire breath to represent the opening of the 1,000 lotus petals of illumination and radiance, ultimately reaching Nefer Atum, the ultimate African lotus station of divinity. 6. Meshkanet sacred work, birthing meditation. Close your eyes and sit still as you hold a pink tourmaline stone over your holy womb. Visualize the color pink and your spiritual midwife, Meshkanet, as you visualize your life's work inside your womb, waiting to be born. Perform this meditation daily before your journal work. The longer you are in meditation, the deeper your inner peace and the more solid your spirit, Ka. The cleaner your body temple, the easier it is to go into and live in a state of meditation. Each time you perform this meditation, more self-knowledge is revealed to you. Record new information that is born out of your meditation. It will be useful as you develop your sacred work. Sacred vision birthing. If you are not aware of your life's work at this point, it is time for a sacred vision birthing. With your eyes closed, breathe into your heart center, the gateway of your passion for your sacred work. Relax and enter into the gateway of your heart. If you are ready in spirit, your work will be revealed to you. Breathe deeply into your heart center 7 or more times. Then breathe 100 fire breaths. Now that you know and you have heard the breath inside your womb, it's time for your sacred vision to be born. Begin to breathe into your womb and out for 4 counts. Breathe deeply and slowly. Make it fuller and stronger with each breath to represent your contractions and the coming birthing of your work, your vision. Mother, separate your legs. She's coming. See the crown of your sacred work vision coming through your vagina. The contractions are getting stronger. You may be nervous and apprehensive. What it what if your work isn't received? Keep your mind centered. Worry not. Mesh Connect is there for you with open hands and heart, able to help you in a safe, satisfying, and supportive delivery. Open your mouth and raise your voice and breathe. Unk, unk. Keep breathing stronger and fuller with each contraction. Now bear down and make the final push. Ah, there she is. A beautiful vision, a wondrous work. Such genius. Pick up your sacred work from your lap and embrace her to your heart. Know that the world will embrace her and that your good work will be received. Mesh Connect will oversee your work in prayer and spirit as your sacred work grows. You are not alone. Color visualization. Visualize soft pink for divine love. As you perform your meditation, wear pink and or place a pink cloth on the altar to birth your true love as sacred work. Then visualize white light to clear inner muddy waters or purple for high spiritual vision. Sacred stone meditation. While in meditation, hold a ruby or pink tourmaline in your palm over your heart. At birth, when ideas are born from your womb, this stone directs you on how to be guided from your heart, allowing your heart to open up your true mission. You may also use clear quartz, clear white quartz for inner clarity, or amethyst for enlightenment and clear vision. Birthing meditation for men. Men, go through the entire meditation, but visualize your seed becoming potent, pure, and enriching. Now release your seed, your vision, your divine works from your loins through your careful cultivation of healthy awareness of Mesh Connect's birthing wheel. 7. Herbal tonics. Drink a cup of herbal tea in your favorite mug daily during or after spiritual writing. Choose one per day among red clover, chaparral, and burdock to help you detox your negative state and rejuvenate and build your body temple to house, carry through your powerful vision. Preparation. Use one tea bag to 1 cup of water. Boil water, turn off flame, and steep before or after your morning bath or sacred shower. Strain herbs from water, then drink with joy and peace as you breathe between sips and unfold in your sacred work journal workbook. 8. Sacred work journal writing. Record new information that you gathered from your meditations to enhance your sacred work. Journal work can best be done after internal cleansing, taking an enema or herbal laxative. Enemas are always recommended before a mother gives birth, which will make delivery easier. Another choice is to take 3 tablets of Cascara Sagrada with 8 to 12 ounces distilled water 2 or 3 times a week until the birth of your work. Do this to keep yourself open and clear. Also plan to take an enema 1 to 3 times until the birth of your work. When you are cleansed and centered, you receive spiritual messages from the One Most High with grace on the issue of your sacred work. When in the spirit, messages travel down through your spirit mind to your heart, into your hand, and onto the paper. This is how I do all of my writing. The best time to receive your spiritually written work is after you have completed your altar work, between the hours of 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. Keep a special pen and journal on your altar to work with the power, force, and stillness at the coming of dawn. Affirm your life daily. Write down your thoughts, activities, experiences, and interactions, or write down your hopes, visions, desires, and affirmations so that you will draw from them for help and support when in need. All right, here goes y'all sacred work checklist. If you need to, screenshot. Everybody else, make sure you're doing your worksheet, your checklist. Some powerful information up here. Hopefully y'all can all see that. Getting it to the best of my ability up there. Sacred work, daily checklist. It's time to prepare for leaving your present career or position. Build your savings account. Start your own business in evenings and weekends. Before resigning, do your homework. Become well versed and knowledgeable in your sacred work. Go to the library. Read books on business for inspiration and knowledge. Surround yourself with people who are successful in their careers. Take trainings or get a certification or degree in your prospective field. Gain experience. Volunteer in your field and on the job experience and training. Affirm that prosperity and abundance shall come from you, aligning yourself and your true calling. Remember that your life's work is what you love best. Why not develop it and get paid for it? If it's truly your destiny, you're shy. Just as you love performing it, someone or many will love receiving it. Cycle 4, the womb nefes of gestation. Develop your Mesh Connect business plan. You're growing. Be confident. Your vision's getting stronger. Continue to act on your faith and know that all you need to bring forth your divine work will be given to you as you grow into your true self through pure, natural living and being. Continue to work on performing your morning ritual observances. Continue also to rewrite, embellish, and perfect your sacred work mission statement. You may need to create several drafts before you reach your final document. The clearer and more precise your mission statement, the more precise the manifestation of your sacred work. Growing into your divine destiny. Be in association with those you aspire to emulate. Network with skilled professionals who can support your vision. Read, explore, and study up on your prospective career. Affirm daily your birthright to live your sacred work. Acquire the necessary skill to support your work. Speak your sacred vision with like minds for encouragement, inspiration, and knowledge. Watch out who you share your vision with. Invest time, energy, and resources into your vision. Visit the library to study and enhance your vision. Develop a business plan as a roadmap in order to know where you are going and how to reach your destination. Always beware of the birthing blues described earlier in this chapter, which can enter in through doubt or fear and contaminate your vision, causing your birth to be unsuccessful and incomplete. Study the works, pitfalls, and successes of other business people as a guideline for success. One of my personal economic triumphs. My desire to start my own business and carry out my sacred work was met with various forms of financial advice from many different people. My mother said, keep your credit clean. My father said, pay your taxes and purchase the building that houses your work. A business owner said, get a loan. A wise one said, become a not-for-profit organization and get funded by your community and by large corporations. I did it the old way. I relied on myself for funding, meaning I sold my products and services and reinvested the profits to build my business, my sacred work. I was forced to remove my business 11 times. I was forced to move my business set 11 times from one location to the next, whether it was a result of a fire on the premises, a flood washing my business out, or a padlock placed on my door by the city due to lack of funds. Yet I stayed focused on my vision. Through the years, because of poor credit or lack of funds, I rented after each move. Finally, in 1993, my mother purchased the building I am now in and put it in my name. Between the support of my husband's building of the infrastructure and my mother's purchase of the building, my work stabilized immeasurably. Despite the countless challenges I went through to get where I am today, it has been a wonderful, exciting, frightening, loving, transforming, make you want to holla sacred work journey. In the early days of my work, I had a staff of 8 that included 4 colon therapists, 2 masseuses, and a secretary manager. The location was in an affluent neighborhood, and I had plenty of business and more clients that I could handle. This was the heyday of my work. Unfortunately, due to poor business management, I had to close down my business abruptly. The city came with padlocks in hand and gave me only 30 minutes to pack my children and my business and move. I went to my mother's home. 1 week later, I returned to move my things out. After moving expenses, I was left with $30, three children, and no business. I was not deterred. I may have been short on money, but I was not short on creativity and faith. In those areas, I've always been abundantly wealthy. Creativity and faith are what ultimately brought me financial stability. With the $30 I had left to my name, I invested in a bag of clay and herbal extracts that went into producing 12 jars of clay. I sold the clay at a seminar I gave 1 month after being escorted out of my house by the city. I had no money to rent out space to present the seminar, so I sat down with the rental office at Bed-Stuy Restoration Company and explained to them my story and my desire to continue to serve the community. They supported my vision, and I was able to pay them from my proceeds after my presentation. The presentation was a success. The people came out hungry for healing, and I earned enough profit from the clay sales and the seminar to pay for my space, purchase food for my children, and triple my clay inventory. After a year of working consistently, I built my business back up again. When I think back now to the city locking me out of my living and working space, having to say goodbye to my devoted staff, being temporarily out of work, and having to carry my children with me to my mother's home, all I can say is, I give thanks. For that was the beginning of a new level of my work altogether. It was in that apparently dark moment that I had the time and space to write my first book and create my line of products. The writing of Heal Thyself for Health and Longevity changed my life forever. It became the catalyst by which I reached out and inspired thousands worldwide to journey on the path of holistic wellness. It has allowed me to leave a healing legacy for my children's children and for planet Earth when I am gone. I have lived through many stories. I have experienced my portion of hard times and good times. Nevertheless, I was and am committed to live my vision. For my vision and I are in a sacred union of love and devotion, and together we reach for the heights. This gives us wings and lets us fly. Create your own personal economic triumph. Seek economic support. Is your cash flow coming from OPM, other people's money, investors, or YOM, your own money? Create a budget as part of your business plan. Create an environment to support your sacred work. Create a sacred work team, circle, a birthing team to help you progressively build your work, such as the following. A Mesh Connect guide is the key, or master guide who has knowledge, know how, and experience on how to develop and birth your vision. A Het Heru guide loves your vision as you do and will protect it through supportive words and actions. A Pata guide protects your growing vision in the form of people such as lawyers, accountants, bookkeepers, and business investors. Establish your business type so that your sacred work team can best support your vision. For profit, not for profit. Single proprietorship, joint proprietorship. Cycle 5, the womb nefes of the trimesters. Daily physical development of your sacred work. Continue to strengthen your business plan. Experience is the best teacher. Continue volunteering in the field of your calling for on the job experience and training. This is the best way to get the hands on experience needed for the cultivation of your vision. Continue to connect with those who can help your business grow. Take extensive training to support your sacred work vision. The more knowledge and skills you acquire in the field, the more confident and secure your birth will be. Receive the most appropriate, effective training, certification, diplomas, and guide development in your field. Update your skills and become computer educated. Take business workshops and in management, bookkeeping, Office procedures, marketing and promotion. Become a part of an association that focuses on your career. Keep your body well nourished and clean. Saturate your blood, tissues, bone, brain, and heart with liquid sunlight, green live foods, and green live juices throughout the day. Beware to avoid sacred work damage. Keep your vision in secheta, secret. Conceal it from non believers in order to prevent birthing blues from coming into the picture. The world will be made aware of your vision at its birth. Be patient with your growth. Know that although you can't see your sacred work vision with the mundane physical eye, it does exist. Life begins in the spirit. If it's properly and consistently nourished, it will manifest on the material plane. Final release work for a successful birthing. You deserve to live your vision. Affirm, I release and let go of all my fears and apprehension and all other emotions that block the birth of my sacred work. I release, I let go, and I let spirit run my life. Keep yourself encircled with people who want to emulate, people who encourage and inspire you to grow. Write an advance letter of your appreciation for bringing forth your sacred work. Smudge. Use frankincense and myrrh to smudge your crown and heart clean of all fear and doubt as when they come up. Sweat it out in a sauna or steam bath for 1 hour off and on between showers as you wash your doubts away. Do this once or twice a week or as often as necessary to keep yourself receptive to birthing your vision. Walk it off. When in doubt, work it out. Let negativity and fear of being your true self flow as you fight them out of your mind and heart with each step. Recite your sacred womb prayer and allow yourself to weep. After the tears, you will clear your heart and thereby see clearly. When in doubt, fast your way through on nutrients, herbs, and green vegetable drinks. Watch your thoughts and words. Keep your inner house clean and your mind on high. Hydrate your vision. Drink 8 to 16 ounces of freshly pressed green juice, followed by 8 to 16 ounces of distilled water or alkaline water. Drink 8 to 12 ounces of freshly pressed fruit juice with 8 to 12 ounces of distilled water or alkaline water. Drink 1 quart of warm water with the juice of 2 limes. Be confident. Remember, you can create anything you desire out of your vision. Cycle 6. The womb nefest of labor pain. Riding the waves of your birth. Affirm, I am not afraid. I have complete trust in the birth of my sacred work. Ready your soul for the birth. Relax and let go. You have come to the place of the deadline, or better said, the lifeline. It is time to become, it is time to move beyond all excuses about why your sacred work cannot happen and how unready you are. For nature is taking its course and you are birthing your work. Fear not. It's time to bring your sacred work to the world. In labor, your fears may heighten. Call on the divine. Trust yourself. Breathe deeply. Push yourself through. Let go. You've done the necessary work to have a beautiful birth. So just stay in prayer. As you keep on letting go, circle yourself with only the strongest, most positive reflections to help you open up to your greatness. Trust that you and your sacred work are going to be fine. Stay within your breath as you follow the legacy of Nut by giving birth to the light of the sunlight that swells in the womb of your consciousness. No matter how intense the birthing contractions, ride them. When you look back, you will reflect that it was worth everything you went through to reach the illumination of your vision. Oh, your vision has crowned itself. Bear down, commit completely, push down and out real strong, for you are about to become a mutt, a mother. Cycle 7, the womb nefest of the birth. Ready your soul for the birth. Congratulations. The most challenging labor is over. Your vision is here. You've done it. You are the victor. Check to see if your work is intact. Count its toes, its fingers, and its spirit. Your sacred work has survived your inner journey. Now you must ready yourself for the next journey as your vision begins to grow. Cycle 8, the afterbirth of Ast and Heru. All is well now. According to the legacy of the Nile Valley of Kemet, Ast, the great mother of power from within, and Asar, the great father of power from within, are the parents of Heru. Heru is the light, the falcon that soars to great heights. Heru is the true vision that is born out of an evolved soul. At birth, the light of Heru suckles on Mother Ast's breasts for strengthening and nourishment. Heru and Ast are reflected in us as we mother and nurture our work, our vision, our baby into maturity, strength, and power. Check for your support team. Are they still active in your life after the birth of Heru, your sacred work? Your village and the midwives must continue to assist in the ongoing development of raising Heru, your newborn sacred work of light and truth. The embrace, nursing Heru. Watch out for postpartum blues. Heru, the light of your vision, is born out of your being. Therefore, as you care for Ast, the nurturer within you, then you will care for Heru. You're delivered. You've delivered the life, your sacred work. You've delivered the life, your sacred work. Now rest and reflect and regain your balance, i.e., take hot baths, light a candle, and meditate as you soak in and appreciate birth. To avoid postpartum blues, embrace the birth soulfully as you give thanks for it. Celebration, have a community welcome, presentation, or open house. Have a release party, have a press party, have a viewing, send out announcements for all to witness your newly arrived sacred work via promotion, via internet, radio, cable TV, newspaper, magazine, email, mailing, distribution, informational postcards, and so on. All of these communication approaches will assist in the growth of your sacred vision. Cycle 9, maturing your sacred work. Now that your vision is born, and the world has received it. The greatest task is to continue supporting your sacred work to maturity, a level where your work is well established and supports you spiritually, physically, and financially. If you get worn out, if you run out of funding or faith and become tired of growing your vision, just rest and recharge. Then get back on the road to success with everything you have in you. Build your sacred work to the fullest, and it will be worth all of your efforts. Fight the odds, for you really are a winner, and you can do it. It is known, it is a known fact in business that if you can maintain your work for at least 2 years, then you are home free. Your sacred work has passed the test of time and has the potential to reach maturity. Growing up Heru, according to the African teachings from antiquity, Heru is the inner victor, the inner light, the falcon who soars to great heights, the one with keen, clear vision. In order for your sacred work to mature, you must water and nurse it daily. Do this through constant promotion, advertisement, reevaluation, and shaping your work to meet the needs of the people. Stay connected to the voice of the people, and their quests will help you shape your sacred work into what is relevant to the times. To maintain, keep your works in the eye of the community and in the eye of the world. Continue to study and expand in your field and witness your sacred work growing as you develop yourself from the inside out. Be one with Heru, the victor, and don't turn back. Forward, ever, backward, never. Live your sacred work. I am listed as a healer, an author, a spiritualist, a midwife. Unlimited is what I am, and we all are. Stretch yourself as I've stretched myself over a 45-year span, doing what I love best, performing sacred dance. January 23, 2003, at Howard University in Washington, D.C., I was center stage as the curtains came up and lights were shining down on my dance company. A Butt M. Ensemble. What a wonderful experience. My work opened the National Dance Conference, and we danced, and we danced, And we danced our sacred work out of our souls. Before an anticipating audience, we performed the Nile Valley River Dance, a contemporary yet ancient healing art form inspired by our African ancestors. Some naysayers tried to limit me, this one with her fears and that one with her doubts. Some said, "You can't do that, it's too much." "Stay in the box," my subconscious whispered. But the spirit within me encouraged. "I am the victor. Your purpose, your sacred work." My sacred work insisted, "Let me go free to create and recreate a life of physical, mental, and spiritual prosperity." I did exactly that. I kept birthing and recreating and discovering more levels of my purpose, my sacred work for freedom. So I am here to encourage you to stand strong in your vision. Wherever you reside in the realm of your sacred work vision, it is there your birthing wheel lives. Know that we are all, each one of us, entitled to live out every bit of our sacred work. Birthing our divine true purpose is our prayer, our destiny. Know that you will hit rocks and bumps along the way, and you will climb steep hills. Regardless of the apparent obstacles, rise anyway. Move courageously forward, for what appears as obstacles are the lessons needed to help you cultivate your sacred work. Open up soulfully and allow the divine in you to walk you through your glorious and most fulfilling sacred work. You can make it happen. Just trust and listen from within as you allow yourself to be guided spiritually to your sacred work, your dearest and closest friend. Radiate and know. Live your sacred work. Sacred work, 7-day transformative work. As you continue to purify your life through daily through sacred words, thoughts, and deeds on a physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual plane, the words coming out of your mouth and back to you will be words of power, light, and healing. You will speak sacred words to your sacred souls. Talk fast. Perform a talk fast over the next 7 days. Speak only when necessary. Don't talk for hours. Watch as your words become pure and organic. Throughout the week, observe a 7 to 12 hour talk fast, alone or with others who are doing the same practice. Choose the appropriate flower essences to support your transformative work. Sacred word affirmations. Finally, following a daily affirmation, participate in morning and evening prayer. Now begin to reclaim your natural self through words. My life reflects the levels of the words. Today I am transforming my life to a higher good through energizing, healing words. My sacred work commitment. I commit myself to establishing and continuing the wisdom of Mesh Connect and the power of sacred purpose in all areas of my life. Signature and date. There y'all ladies go right there. Go ahead and screenshot, write it up, go ahead and do your commitments. And that concludes chapter 16. Let's go ahead right into the afterword. Afterword, until we meet again. To the one most high, to our Netaru, our ancestors, our elders and mentors. Tua, thank you for walking with us, your daughters. Tua Het Heru, love, for pouring blessings upon our journey through the pages of this book. All hail to our ancient African way, the Ptah of Nefer Atum, the lotus of divinity that comes forth from the mud. Hail to Imhotep and his mother, the healer within you, and the light of the Most High that continue to guide you. I am grateful for all the many spiritual visitations I received in the channeling of Sacred Woman. We have journeyed deep within our sacred wombs and listened to her voice and her wisdom. She ushered us through the gateways of initiation to become sacred African women. All women can learn from us as a foundation for growth. We have prayerfully moved into the upper room of our lives. We have reclaimed our traditions, our heritage, our culture, our sacredness, and our healing with absolute joy and delight. We have saved ourselves and protected ourselves from every adversity, and finally come full circle to empower ourselves through the guidance of Ma'at. May the living rituals, concepts, affirmations, techniques, recipes, formulas, and tools offered in this work become a part of your journey back to self. Whatever your religious affiliation, spiritual direction, or cultural connections, may you be reborn and renewed. Allow your sacred lotus initiation to work through you so that you will ultimately come into the greatness of who you were designed to be, of who you were destined to be. In the words of our great and beloved ancestors, until we meet again, Het Tepu, Nefer Atum, Lotus Flower Blossom. There is a sacred part of me, Queen Afua. There is a sacred part of me. It is a gift from our ancestors from the Happy Nile Valley. There is a sacred part of me that nothing can discourage. No one can disturb my peace. That sacred part of me. She is Nut, the sky mother who is indwelling. She is Tehuti, who guides my divine inspired words. There is a perfect part of me that nothing can discourage. No one can disturb my peace. That perfect part of me. She is Ta'ert, the earth mother who nourishes my body temple. She is Nebhet, the guardian who purifies my space. Where is she? Where is she? Go within. Go within. She's there. She's there. There is a sacred part of me that is deep within my heart, so deep that nothing can disturb my peace. That sacred part of me. She is Heru, most beautiful. She is Sekhmet, the healer. She is Ast, the great mother who heals my relationships. There is a sacred part of me that no one can mislead. No one can destroy my peace. That sacred part of me. She is Meshkenet, guardian of birthing. She is Ma'at, who keeps my heart serene. Where is she? Where is she? Go within. Go within. She's there. She's there. There is a sacred part of me that no one can discourage. No one can disturb my peace. That sacred part of me. She is Sesheta, who heals and reveals all. She is Nefer Atum, indwelling lotus of divinity. There is a sacred part of me that resides within my crown, that no wickedness or venom or anger or mistrust, no evil doings or wickedness can touch. There is a sacred part of me that is graced with harmony. There is a sacred part of me filled with serenity. Where is she? Where is she? Go within. Go within. She's there. She's there. Close your eyes. She's here. Thank you, Divine Mother Father. Thank you, Ancestor. Thank you, all my guides and sacred sisters. Tua Natur. Tua, Ancestors. Tua. And that concludes Sacred Woman by Queen Afua. Ladies, 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 go buy this book. Read this with your daughters. Brothers, buy this book. Read it with your daughters. Listen, we all need this material. This book has changed my life. This is my very first time reading it. I've never listened to the book. I've never read the printed page. This is the very first time. Every single time y'all heard me read any chapters of this book in the preceding episodes of this MasterMind Library podcast is the very first time that I ever saw the words in this book. This book has changed everything about how I see holistic health, and this book has changed everything about how I see the way forward for our women. The way forward of world peace is through the women. Ladies, you got to get this book. You got to read it. Listen to the recordings on the MasterMind Library. I'm telling you right now, this book right here is the truth. This is what we've needed. Buy this book. Every one of y'all be blessed and expose your gift.